Alright, welcome back, guys. Just trying to get my inventory cleaned out from a little mining trip I took, and had to go find me a little bit more lava because I ran out of diesel down there. And I got all the diamonds done, did not get but one flawless, no exquisite, other than the diamonds I used to make the 4 gears. That's what I got. And I got everything put together here for the architect table. So I'm gonna grab that out of there. And I figured out my blunders. One, when I moved the blueprint, I put it in the server instead of my single player. So bare mill is what we need. The blueprint is there. And it should, I don't want to hit, there we go. Now that will print it. And there we go. And it even says who made it. So we're going to take this upstairs. We're going to go stick it in there. And I'm not going to be able to actually turn it on and build it because I don't have the stuff that I need. Good gravy, everybody's out here tonight. Just so I don't blow this thing up, I think I'm going to sleep. Looking for the moon. It's over there. So yeah, that's east, right? Yeah, so it's just turned nighttime. So I'll go ahead and sleep it off this one time. Any other time it wouldn't bother me, but I'm going to be looking at a machine outside. I really probably ought to be able to pay attention. And I need y'all to let me know how this looks. I changed some of the settings. Hoping that some of the blur will go away when I turn the camera like that. So let me know what you think, if it's better or worse than what it was. Put that in there, and then it shows the fluid tanks and the needed side. And that's how big it's going to be. Draws this nice little outline for you so you know how much room you're going to need. And that definitely looks like it's going to take up more room than what my original building down there does. So I might need to move it just a little bit when I put it down there. Let's go ahead and take it down and see how it looks. Now it needs to be on this corner. Put that in there. And now that's everything inside. Yeah, that is quite a bit bigger than my building. Holy crap. And let's see, do we want to fill in some of this river here? It is only 1 deep for most of it, so it won't be too big a deal. Or we can move it over to the jungle side over there. It's not hitting. Ooh, it's like one. Yeah, it's right gonna be right up against the bridge, and I don't want that. So I think I might have to move it over there. But this is all the resources that I gotta find and get in here for it to do it. Now he has wood doors. I will probably put carpenter's doors, but I may have to put them in for it to finish. I don't know how it does it compared to the one I did before, but sometimes if it doesn't have a certain block at a certain time, it'll just stop. But I want to show you this architect table. This is what you use if you want to save a design. Like if I actually wanted to save this building, I would put this down here. And why is it not letting me? Something's messed up here. Back a block here. What are you doing? Oh, I know that we need, see if I can figure out where I put them. Landmarks. We use these to tell it what dimensions. So we want from here to, go ahead and just put that there. And I can't put one of these on top of it. Frickin' figures. Give me that back. And that'll work. I'll take that piece of sand, thank you. And put that right here. And now if I click it, that'll draw a line between those. And then I need to put another one over here on this corner. And if I click it again, that'll draw a line all the way around the building, connecting the 3 points that I have. And then if I want a square, oh wait a minute, I don't have one there. Then I would put that there and click that, and then that would give me a box. And that would say that that's what I'm going to end up saving onto the blueprint. Now, for some reason it didn't do the, there we go. Guess I gotta click each one of these again to get it to do the full box. Again, they've been messing with this stuff a bit, so things might be a little bit different than what I remember. Typically I would put the things out here, but I do believe it'll do whatever is on that line and inside. So here is fine, but I would typically put it here. And now this should open. I don't know what in the heck is going on with it. There we go. And then you would put your name here, you'd put your blank one here, which I don't want to do that. Excavate means it'll clear everything out that's there. And then you got your mode, survival, creative, all that good stuff. So you put your thing in and it would save everything that's inside of here. It's supposed to save contents, like, I'm not sure about machines, but I know if you had a chest, it would save the contents of the chest. Torches on the walls, it saves those. That way you can basically have it, blueprint it, tear it down, and then you go and place this where you want to move the building to, put it down, put the blueprint in it, and it'll move your whole base for you without you having to do anything other than supply it with some power. This does need power, the builder. So we will either have to hook it up to our windmills out there, or I will put this Stirling engine on it probably and feed it peat, and that'll do my building for me. I'm gonna do, or attempt to do, a little bit of a live stream after this is over, which will actually be before you guys see this probably. But the actual building of this building I will do in a separate like special episode. It's not going to be one of the regular numbered episodes. It'll just be like a bonus video for anybody that actually wants to see how the builder works. But I think that's pretty much what I need to show you on that, to show all the things I screwed up. I set this thing up so I could auto output to this chest, made a bunch of energy crystals, which I need to grab 4 more of them and put them over here. And I got this set up to make my Lapotron crystals, so I can just do this right here. And I'm out of circuits, so that's all I'm going to be able to make right there. And then I can use this to put these in. Each one of these holds 10 million compared to the energy crystals that hold 1 million, and lithiums that hold 1.6 million. So I'll get a lot more storage, power storage out of these. Now I'm going to have to redo a lot of my stuff here, and I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, which is probably what I'm going to do in the live stream. Kind of screw around with that a little bit, but I'm going to throw this in. Well, might as well throw it in here. That way I got it for when I'm ready to do it. And one other thing that I got ready for today is a basic electromagnetic separator. Like I said, most everything I do will be low voltage unless it needs to be higher, so this is going to be low voltage. This is going to kind of mess with my my setup of the way I have my automation here, which I will explain in a second when I decide exactly where in the hell I'm going to put this thing. Kind of running out of room here. I can put it here because it's not got a fluid input. So I guess that'll work. Now, basically what this does is it takes purified things and it purifies them for you, but it gives you a chance rather than a guarantee of a byproduct. But the chance is 40%, and it's a small pile, and then a 20% chance of a nugget. It's only for things that you can get iron off of, basically. So you can use manganese, alumet, which is the titanium, pendletonite, tin you can run through here, glauconite, chromite, which we don't have, nickel, that's glauconite, sand, forcillium, which gives neodymium, vanadium magnetite will give gold, chrome dust, which we don't have chrome ore, so we can't get a purified chrome dust. Give iron again. Androdite, no idea. Granitic mineral sand, I don't think we have that. Pyrite, again for iron. Monazite, brown limonite, mineral sand again, but a different one. Yellow limonite. So you basically get the idea. This is the one I set it up for right here. I've got a whole bunch of banded iron here, and if you run banded iron through a centrifuge, you will get banded iron, tiny pile of dust. And then using this, you can either electrolyze it or you can smelt it straight, which if you're in need of iron, it's better to just smelt it straight. If you're in need of oxygen, then it's good to go ahead and electrolyze it, which is what I'm doing. But rather than cleaning it and getting tiny piles, I'm going to put it through there and get just regular iron. That way I can electrolyze this stuff and get my iron and my oxygen, but then also have, a chance of getting extra regular iron. That way I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds. So basically I'm going to have to kind of hand do this one. I'm going to have to turn this off when I throw these in here. Otherwise it's going to send them. Hold on. I was out mining, so I turned my volume up, and that thing is blowing my eardrums. This would automatically get sent into there, and I don't want it doing that. Now, again, for automation junkies, there is, filters you can use. I could hook this pipe up over there and put a restriction pipe here. That way it would restrict them going here. It would think that this is further away than over there, and anything that had a chance of going over there would go over there before it would go here. But I'm kind of a picky person, I guess, on what gets done and how it gets done. I want to choose. Today I may need every bit of it turned to iron, but tomorrow I may actually be running low on oxygen, which actually is the other way around. Right now I have very little oxygen, and I'm very in need of oxygen. So I'm actually going to electrolyze it, but after I get done with the stuff that I'm doing, that I'm using all of my oxygen, I may actually just want to get straight iron out of it and not worry about the extra. It does seem like my game is lagging a little bit. I think the settings that I changed are actually using my CPU a little bit more. So if it looks a little jumpy in the video, that might be why. Let me check my oh yeah, I'm jumping down to 15 frames. So yeah, and it's kind of strange because I used this with Junior this morning and it didn't do this at all, but it seems to be doing it today. But y'all's the one watching it, so y'all let me know what you think and how it looks. I've got the old settings saved so I can change it back without a problem. I just thought you guys might enjoy it being a little bit crisper if it didn't mess with everything else. And I got oxygen, I got water. Still trying to get through all this chalcopyrite. What did I do with all my empty cells? Should have more than this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so that's basically what I got for you today. Take some of this over there real quick, throw it in. Show you guys exactly how quick it is, how slow it is. It's not very fast, but it's not, super slow. Basically, it's just something that I'll throw the stuff in, let it sit there and run. I do want to try one thing if I got enough iron done, which is what I was attempting to do, because I am actually completely out of iron today. I think I've got what's here in my hand, which I just made, and like 2 pieces left over here. Alright, so we need 6 of these. I'm gonna try I need 7. I'm gonna try making one of the them things. The Yeo barrels. That's what it is. I'm gonna try making one of them, see how it works. And I set something up out in the RF building that I want to see how it works with it. And it's a hammer there, ain't it? Dummy. And my hammer is over here on the table. It seems like if I'm not moving around, this doesn't look too bad, but if I start moving around, it really starts to tax on things. So I need 3 more pieces of iron, and I got 2. Let's see if we got anything out of here yet. Yep, we got just enough. Now that I got that made, I'm going to run through all of this, and I'm going to probably process up a whole bunch more. I'm going to use a lot of the oxygen that's coming off of it to make some more steel, because I've got very little steel left over there. Alright, so that's how you make it. And let's go try this thing out. Where's my... I'm going to use an axe. Make sure there's nobody out here. I don't like it when these butt heads hide right beside my door, and with this lag, they kind of worry me a bit. But I'm going to get one of them bad lag spikes, They're going to blow something up. I think I'm definitely going to have to change this setting, or at least back them off a little bit. Basically, I just put pumps on here, so it'll pump the ethanol straight out of here. And it's only supposed to input from the top. So by putting it here, it should go right in, And if you look in the corner, it says ethanol, and you can actually see it filling up inside of there. Now, there's supposed to be a way to cap these things off, but I have no idea how to do it. So once that gets full, I'm going to have to figure that out. And it looks like we're out of saplings again. I've just been busting through all the junk saplings I've gotten off of trees. And so I haven't been putting, stacks of saplings. I've just been getting in this box and looking for ones that are, multiples like that, and then grabbing a couple singles here and there. Now, if I had a treealizer, which I can make, they're really cheap, just a diamond, and I think the treealizer's copper, because there's a treealizer, a bealizer, and there might even be a butterfly one now. I don't know. Go ahead and look here. Actually, it'd probably be easier to just do forestry here. That's going to give me the forestry wood stuff. Where's the little handheld things? I figured it'd be right in here, but I don't see it. There's a bealizer, which is tin. And then there's the treealizer, which is copper. And then there's the flutterlizer, which is bronze. So I was right, there is all three of them. But I haven't made any of them yet. I usually don't make a bee analyzer or a bealizer, just because I don't try to max out the stats on my bees. I just, try to get the different breeds. I'm not worried about how great of a bee they are, because I don't really breed them for resources. I breed them for fun. So I'm not worried about, how short their life is and how much productivity they do and all that stuff. I just, kind of like the challenge of being able to try to get the different breeds, which I do believe I re-added NEI add-on in here, so I should be able to look at the bee breeding now and see if I can figure out some of the Gregtech breeds. I don't know if it actually shows them. A heroic princess, a manganese drone to make a tungsten. So it does show all the different ones. There's Certus, there's ruby, sapphire, diamond, olivine, emerald, copper, tin. See, this is the one I got, which is from a clay and a diligent with a 25%, which I wish that was lower. This is the one I really need to know. It's an industrious and a diligent at 20%. And see, this right here is what kept screwing me and what keeps screwing me on the server, is because when I breed a diligent and an unweary together to try to get the industrious, I don't always purify the unweary, and then when you end up putting an industrious with an industrious, you might end up with trying to purify them. You might end up with one that has a non-dominant, a recessive, diligent trait, and it will mix with the industrious and give you the clay. And clays are very picky on where they want to be. Like the temperature is normal up to, and the humidity is damp, and it has to be damp. And that means you basically have to be in a swamp. I thought that a jungle would work, but I tried it in a jungle and it doesn't work. The only place I can get them to work is in a swamp. Now, I can do eventually, when you make the alveary, there's an alveary block. If I can find it in here somewhat quickly, that will kind of climatize them a little bit. Let's see. There's the heater. There's the fan. And basically, you use this to give them either cooler or hotter. And there's a hydrogenator. The heater would make it hotter. The fan would make it cooler. The hydrogenator would make it more humid. And then I thought there was one that dried it out, but I don't see that one. And I might be wrong because I've never really gotten that far. I've barely gotten to building the alveary. I think I've only done that like twice. And then usually for some reason something will happen and I'll change worlds and start all over. Usually some big update will come out. But that's not going to change with this world, so we'll probably eventually get into them. For the bees, if you want, you can make the big analyzer. This thing takes liquid honey, where this uses just your honey drop or the honey dew. I think that's what it's called. It'll either take the honey dew or the honey drop right in the laser. Otherwise, you can pump this stuff, which is the liquid honey, into it, and it'll kind of do like you can automate it, so you can just dump your bees in and let it do it. It does seem like it uses a little bit more honey than what the hand one does, but you get a pretty good bee setup. You're gonna have so much honey, it's not gonna be any big deal to use up a little bit extra honey. So I guess that is actually going to be it this time. I will call it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm gonna get this thing uploaded and ready to go, and then I might live stream a little bit. If I don't do it tonight, I'm going to do it tomorrow before I record. So I will probably do it, say, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if anybody's interested in watching and they're around at that time, stop in and check it out. It's not going to be the greatest because my internet kind of sucks, but it'll give you all a chance to see what I do when I'm not actually recording, when I'm just going out mining and fiddling around here in the base doing stuff. And you can ask me questions live and stuff like that. So take it easy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.